Hello and welcome. I'm Josh Srinivas, and this is a Federal Special Live on all that's proving in Maharashtra. Raj Thackre's Maharashtra Navnirman Sena and Uddhav Thackeray's Shiv Sena UBT up the ante as Hindi versus Marathi war peaks in India's maximum city. Joining me to discuss more is our senior journalist, Mr. Jawahar. So thank you very much for your time. The three language policy formula is all that sparked the fresh controversy in Maharashtra that's brewing today. Why has this become such a flashpoint today?
The thing is the three language formula, it has been opposed in many states in the nation. Like, the first opposition was seen in Tamil Nadu, and
Mhm.
Maharashtra has always been, against the imposition. Like, you see, here you have to listen to the balance and maybe, judge the balance that, they are against the imposition rather than, against the language person. Like, if you look at the situation, look at the geographical structure in the city of Mumbai, Thane, Pune, and many other major cities. The issue is not that they are opposing Hindis or Hindi speaking people. They are opposing the imposition of Hindi as the third language. Like they are saying that, it's a backdoor entry wherein, the younger children, the children who are studying from first to fifth, they need not be burdened with the three language policy or three subjects, Hindi, English, or any other, and Marathi. So that's the only problem here that's happening. And like when the government was planning to impose this on the students, on the schools of Maharashtra, especially the government-run schools, Ma Shiv Sena, which has always been, up here for the Marathi pride, the Marathi language pride. So they saw it as an opportunity to actually oppose it and, bring it to the state. So they had actually planned a big morcha, a big protest rally. Actually, in the initial stages, Shiv Sena, Uddhav Balasaheb Thackeray, Shiv Sena, Uddhav, the Shiv Sena led by Uddhav Thackeray and Maharashtra Narendra Sena, they were both planning to have separate rallies. Somehow, leaders from both the sides spoke to each other, and then slowly they had a joint. They decided on a common rally, common date because since it was for the language Marathi. And then when the government, the Maharashtra government, when it decided to roll back or revoke their decision, the protest rally took the form of a victory rally, a victory meeting, you can say, victory gathering. So, Vijay, the whole issue is like this. Yeah.
Okay, so I can understand. We could better understand the sentiments, what's happening in Maharashtra. There, and both of us have Tamil links, but is this really about education? Because with the Bharatiya Janata Party says it's all about education. Why you have to stop people from understanding another language? But or is it some kind of a war that's kind of deeper cultural political clash between Marathi versus Hindi identities? Something similar what has happened a couple of decades back with Marathi and southern India.
Vijay, what we had seen around 4 to 5 decades back, there was a backlash against the South Indian community in
That's right.
Mumbai, Thane, Pune, and other areas, wherein Shiv Sena took a very strong stand against the South Indians who were living here. And they were basically of the view that, the South Indians have been trying to, or maybe have stolen the jobs that was supposed to be done by the Maharashtrians, the local people here. So that fight, that opposition was there for quite some time. Then slowly died a slow death. And then when Maharashtra Nirman Sena, when Raj Thackeray split away from Shiv Sena, he targeted the North Indians again. And then that time there was this huge, some people were attacked, some students were also attacked in Kalyan over here to appear for the examinations. Then now the recent past, what you're saying is the language, the three language imposition has led to the Marathi speaking versus non-Marathi speaking. Here, Vijay, you have to understand one major issue is that, they are not against, or maybe, the Shiv Sena, the Maharashtra, Navnirman Sena, they are per se not against the Hindi speaking people. The thing is now there are some issues, basically some one shopkeeper in Mira, Bhayandar, in that area was attacked by the workers of MNS. So, that led to the spike, the media coverage that it got, the media attention that it got. And now recently when we saw BJP MP Nishikant Dubey saying that,
That's right.
Maharashtra our Maharashtrians are basically just here to eat on, eat. Basically, I think the exact word that he used was, that there is nothing in Maharashtra, and the Maharashtrians are basically living on the arms of other city, of other states. So that has gone very, strongly with the locals here. The even the BJP, that is a part of the government in Maharashtra, even leaders from the BJP, Ashish Shelar and a few others have actually opposed this, and they have really, replied it, very strongly and saying that, this was really uncalled for. The way the Maharashtrians are being targeted, and here, Vijay, one of the major reasons that one has to be, taking note is that, the corporation elections, the Maharashtra, the corporation election, the Zira Parishad elections, and all those municipal corporation that has been pending for since 2022 will be announced soon, the next 3, 4 months. So maybe this has to do something with the upcoming elections, and when the BJP MP Nishikant Dubey is making such a strong point, he is looking at the BR elections, he's looking at the elections that are due in BR. So more than a language fight, or maybe the fight between two, differently speaking languages, it seems as of now more of a political kind of stunt with it. Basically where people want to posture themselves, the political leaders want to posture themselves. Yeah.
That's it. That's spot on. So, how do you see this, sort of impacting the politics? If you really look at the recent state assembly elections, you don't see the original Shiv Sena, the Uddhav camp, or the Sharad Pawar camp for that matter, actually doing well. They turned out to be a damn script, the Maha Vikas Agadi. But you see the Eknath Shinde camp, Ajit Pawar camp doing pretty well. You see that there could be some kind of changes because of raking up these kind of issues.
Yes, of course, of course, the thing is, the Marathi vote, the local Maharashtrian votes were always divided. Like if you see Shiv Sena, led by Uddhav Thackeray on one side, and Maharashtra Navnirman Sena on the other side. The Marathi speaking vote, which basically was the crux of the Shiv Sena, the original Shiv Sena led by Balasaheb Thackeray. So the voters were quite split, and they didn't have any direction at that time. So now when both these brothers, basically the cousin brothers, when they have joined hands together, so definitely if you can see, at least the Shiv Sena led by Eknath Shinde will definitely be impacted, because the way he has won, quite a number of MLAs in Maharashtra in the last elections. We can see
Hmm.
there will definitely be a dent, in his prospects. But what majorly has to be seen right now is the basically both the brothers have said that they have joined hands for the cause of Marathi. So, as of now, the political alignment or political alliance has not been decided so far, and no, we just need to wait and see how exactly it turns into a political alliance. Right now it's just for the cause of the language. So we need to wait and see if the same is going to be, a political kind of an alliance. If they join hands together, they
Hmm.
definitely are a formidable force. And in the coming uh, corporation elections, the Jilla Parishad elections, we can definitely see a big change. With them, and it won't be surprising if they manage to sweep Maharashtra, Thane, Kalyan, Nasik, all these corporations easily. And basically the thing is, the Mumbai Municipal Corporation, it's a very prestigious election and a prestigious issue for everyone. And if Shiv Sena, led by Uddhav Thackeray, and joining hands with MNS, Maharashtra Navnirman Sena's chief Raj Thackeray, and if they manage to win the Mumbai Corporation elections, it will be a big revival for them, for the party, and for everyone. And then, I don't think then there will be much looking back. So that is a major reason BJP doesn't want to lose this thing, this battle to the language, to the Hindi speaking, non-Hindi speaking, Marathi speaking, and non-Marathi speaking. So now I think BJP will try to play a very simple, very what you can say, a very simple, very see to it that there are no more issues more in the coming future, so that the issues are settled down to some extent, and people talk about the actual issues rather than the Marathi speaking and non-Marathi speaking people. Yes, Vijay.
Okay, so going with your point, so it could be two Thackeray brothers joining hands. It could be some kind of a tsunami in the BMC election that's coming up. But what do you think? How do you see it impacting Eknath Shinde there? So he's a deputy right now. So how do you see these brothers coming together impacting his political fortunes?
See, actually speaking, Eknath Shinde's Shiv Sena will be the most affected, as it is the way he has taken over the party from Uddhav Thackeray. It's very clear, in the political circles, and the Supreme Court hearing is also in a few days' time. So I think the party, overall, the original Shiv Sena, I think may they have a very good chance of being going back the symbol and the name to Uddhav Thackeray. And even if it doesn't, if it takes some more time, the joining hands of both the Thackeray brothers will definitely give a big jolt to Eknath Shinde. And as of now, in the first casualty, or maybe the first person, the first political party to be affected by it will be Eknath Shinde, because as it is, you can see, the way he was projected as the leader, people, he also knows the people here among the journalist circles, also among the political circles, also he knows that it's just a temporary phase, wherein the people have accepted him as the leader, but he also knows, this he needs to, basically appear for such examinations time and again to see to that, there are no changes. And BJP being BJP, they are growing very strongly. So, as it is, BJP already has 132 MLAs in the assembly. So they may not need Eknath Shinde per se, just to hold on to the government. So, so in the coming chance, the first casualty or the first person, the first political party to be affected very badly is going to be Eknath Shinde, because he has been projecting himself as the leader of the Marathis, the Maharashtrians, the leader of the Marathi language, or maybe as the true heir to the Shiv Sena, true heir to the Balasaheb Thackeray's ideologies and all these things. So if both these brothers join together politically also, the first casualty will definitely be Shiv Sena's Eknath Shinde, the first person to be badly affected by it.
One last question there.
Yeah,
So,
Vijay.
how do you see again, Thackeray brothers coming together? You said it's a formidable alliance. If at all they come together, how do you see? You think there could be? Are you anticipating that there could be some kind of changes in the political equations? Because we already see Shiv Sena UBT in alliance with the Congress Party, ideologically completely different. They play a pivotal role in the India bloc. If all that is something called as the India bloc right now after the elections, but how do you see it impacting the India bloc in general?
See, definitely speaking, we have seen some leaders like Jitendra Awad, Sharad Pawar's daughter Supriya Sule, who is also a Lok Sabha MP. They participated in this rally for the Marathi language Maharashtrians that was jointly addressed by both the Thackeray brothers. But the Congress was conspicuous by its absence. None of the political leaders, none of the leaders from the Congress party. So because they are keeping a safe distance from the whole Marathi speaking and non-Marathi speaking issue, because they know they have to, basically they have voters in other states also. So aligning directly with Maharashtra Nirman Sena will definitely affect their prospects in the speaking belt, the Hindi speaking states. So like Bihar, Uttar Pradesh, Madhya Pradesh and all. So they are playing a very safe distance and they are playing their cards very safely. So if both these brothers join, I think there will be many other calculations. As it is, most of the bigger parties like the Shiv Sena, the Congress, they have already decided that they will be contesting the Mahanagar Palika, the BMC elections and the other corporation elections in the state separately to see to that more and more workers, more and more candidates from their parties are given opportunities in political parties, because then the alliance and giving the ticket distribution and all will be a very difficult task. So, as a political analyst or as a journalist, I feel that Shiv Sena and as it is, the Shiv Sena and the Congress will definitely contest the elections separately
Mhm.
and not
Mhm.
together. So, because
Okay.
that needs to be opportunity for most of the leaders, the party aspirants, and other people. Yeah, Vijay.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much once again for joining us on the film.
Thank you.